Every year, millions of people leave everything they know. This is what happens next. You are about to meet real people, not actors, not characters, real human beings who made a decision most of us will never have to make. They left their countries, their families, their language, their identity. Some left in the middle of the night, most left with almost nothing, and every single one of them kept going. Marco left Honduras after a hurricane destroyed everything his family had. He crossed the desert alone, hid in a ditch for 6 hours to avoid being caught. He arrived in Houston with $40 and a photograph of his children. That photograph became his reason to keep moving. For 2 years, he washed dishes, saved every dollar, and sent money home every single week. Today, he co-owns the restaurant where he once washed dishes. His daughter lives with him and made the honor roll. He crossed that river with $40 and a photograph. That was everything he had, and somehow it was enough. Emara was a licensed physician in Lagos for 6 years. When she followed her husband to America, her medical degree meant nothing. She had to start over completely. To survive while studying, she washed dishes in a hospital cafeteria, the same hospital where doctors walked past her every day. She never told them she was one of them. She studied from 4 in the morning until 6. She failed her boards the first time. She passed the second time with one of the highest scores in her group. Today, she is a board-certified physician in Chicago who has helped 40 African-trained doctors get their licenses back. She crossed an ocean with a degree they would not recognize, and she made them recognize it anyway. Jan lost everything in 35 seconds. The earthquake that hit Haiti took his sister, his home, and his future all at once. He arrived in Miami with an architecture background, a borrowed address, and almost no English. Nobody hired an architect who could not speak the language, so he picked up a shovel. He joined a construction crew doing the hardest physical labor available, but his bosses noticed he could read blueprints. Within months, he was assisting the foreman. Within years, he had his own contracting company. Today, Jean employs 22 people, 11 of them Haitian immigrants just like him. Every wall he builds, he dedicates to his sister. The earthquake took everything in 35 seconds. He has been building it back ever since. Hodan delivered babies in a tent with no electricity in Mogadishu. When conflict forced her family out, they spent 8 years in a refugee camp. She arrived in Minneapolis in winter with 4 children and $400. English classes on day 3. Then nursing school, long nights, studying while her children slept. She graduated at 41. Her children sat in the front row. Today she cares for immigrant mothers who arrive frightened and alone. She crossed a desert, survived a camp, crossed an ocean, then walked into that delivery room and got back to work. Rafael built his restaurant in Caracas over 12 years. Hyperinflation took his savings. Gangs took his safety. He left in the middle of the night with his wife and 2 children. 11 days in detention. Released with an ankle monitor. He bought a cooler, filled it with homemade arepas, and stood on a street corner in Miami. People came back. Within 2 years, he had a restaurant employing 14 people, 9 of them Venezuelan immigrants just like him. He lost his country. He lost his first dream. So he built a bigger one. These are not famous people. They will never be on the news. But what they did took more courage than most of us will ever need. And their stories deserve to be heard. They came with nothing. New story every Monday on Just Roll YouTube channel.